Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Moletrap here, coming at you with Game 5, Set 5 of Woonjin Stars versus Height Entus, and this is none other than Zero. There's my man right there, favorite Brood War player I think right now, versus Movie, who I don't really care about. The red Protoss player at the left side of the map. This is the map Aztec, by the way, in case anyone's counting, which I only know because it's at the top of the screen. Again, I am doing some YouTube captures here. Apologies if there's any... I'm done apologizing if there's for video quality. It's pretty good video quality, I think. Anyway, yes, I'm actually doing this off the Navake account, but also I've been meaning to mention this for a while, and last time I was going to mention it, I forgot. Moktira, M-O-K-T-I-R-A, is the YouTube channel where there's a guy that is uploading Korean VODs as well, the Brood War videos, and he's sometimes faster than Navake, actually. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a director account or anything like that, so, or the old director account, so he can't actually upload movies that are longer than 15 minutes, so sometimes he has to split up the games, but he doesn't have but he does have the Korean videos up pretty quick a lot of the time. So anyway, so if you're looking for a fix, you can check that out, Moktira. Anyway, I was gonna say something about something. I don't remember what it was now. In any case, oh, there was something else I was going to say, actually. By the way, Zero going for a very early pull here, by the way, and his probe is blocking this drone from getting up there to make an expansion. This is a map with an expansion that's up a ramp, kind of like reverse Lost Temple sort of thing. You do have a pretty small choke, though, so that's good. Oh, gets the expansion down. Probe fails in its duties, its distraction duties. Very early pull up there, so he's got the forge down. He's gonna be forced to make cannons as soon as that forge comes in. Not that long of a distance for the Zerglings to get there, so he's gonna have to put down cannons. He's actually already got his Nexus down, which is a little bit risky with that quick of a pull. So he's gonna need cannons pretty quick, though. In any case, there's one cannon. Yeah, he's gotta be a little bit worried. He's got the probe over there so he can see what kind of units Zero produces. He can see if he makes a lot of Zerglings or if he just makes a few and then drones up. But he also saw that those Zerglings are running around the map, and he doesn't know where Movie is yet, crucially. So he's having to run a lot of Zerglings around and not attack directly at his base to put some pressure on there. Anyway, Zero, my man Zero, getting another base. Oh, that's what. So let me say real quick. I wanted to say that basically I'm busy with the holidays and such, and so if someone has sent me a message or something like that and I didn't respond, and I've said this before, if I ever don't respond to your message and you were really expecting one, you know, feel free to email me again or PM me on YouTube again, because I do. Like, I'll say, oh, okay, I gotta email them back later, and then I forget to, and I'm sorry, that's just, oh, there goes the probe, okay. So, I'm not ignoring you on purpose, I've just forgotten, probably, so, you know, go ahead and let me know. And same thing with shoutouts. Actually, a couple people that were like, that said, hey, you forgot my shoutout, like, in email, like, I'd already recorded their shoutouts, and I was going to upload them later that day, but that's fine, that's totally fine. Anyway, and so yeah, and if you have given me a donation, by the way, I just got a really generous donation from someone the other day, and I don't know if people want shoutouts, though. Sometimes they just want to be anonymous. So if you have given me a donation, even any time in the past, then feel free to let me know as well if you want me to say your name. Or often, actually, lately people want me to say other people's names as the shoutouts more than their own names, so that's fine too. Any case, just a little side note here while the game gets going. We've got Movie getting a second gas up, getting a lot of probes starting to put out. His minerals aren't that saturated yet, so he's still, you know, not in the best of shape. Can't really quite start producing stuff yet, and that's why you do the forge expand, so you can get that extra base up. And oh, Zero running in with some Zerglings. He gets by the The cannon, a single Zergling sneaking through July Zerg style here. And oh, that Citadel is not quite blocked. Oh, run, Zergling, run! Get out of there! Oh, man. Anyway, July Zerg style, July Zerg likes to do that a lot, where he'll send in 6 or 8 Zerglings, I guess I should say, in Brood War, to send in a bunch of Zerglings instead of an Overlord and scout around, and that way he can harass with the Zerglings as well, and he'd be very effective with it, so I wouldn't be surprised if Zero does some good stuff with it. Isn't there? I thought I saw Dragoon earlier. Maybe there's no Dragoon. Okay, never mind. So that one Zerg is going to be able to run around for a long time and see what's going on in that base, see what buildings are being put up. As long as Zero just pays attention to it, more Zerglings being produced as well. Corsair is out, but the Spire is up, so that Corsair is going to get one scout in, and then it's going to die. Or it's going to get chased off, rather, by Scourge. Movie's a pretty good player. He should be able to keep that Corsair alive in general. Now, this is a crucial point here, where that Zergling is actually really key in seeing what's going on in that base, because if he saw extra gateways, he would know that he needs to get some defenses down pretty quick. He doesn't see the extra gateways, so he knows there's just a few, well, just several zealots. He's also seeing that there's more Corsairs being produced. He's continually seeing that Corsairs are being produced out of that Stargate, so he knows he's going to have to worry about the air stuff as well in general. He sees the Temple Archives. That Zergling is just, wow. Hero Zergling, getting so much information for the Swarm. There are now some zealots moving out here, so he is going to have to start worrying about this little attack. This, like I said, this is a crucial point where you're just getting your Sim City up, as the Zerg that is, getting your Sim City up and getting your defenses put down. Those Zerglings just kind of chilling there, dying for no reason. That Zergling still in his base. Jesus, produce a Dragoon already. He's just going all zealots here, and this is the crucial timing that I was talking about, where the defenses are not quite up yet. There's one sunken colony there. Those zealots were definitely enough to, especially with the speed upgrade. Oh, the Zergling died finally in the mineral line. Poor Zergling. +1 timing attack here, +1 speed lots. Now in play for Movie, but he didn't go in for the attack. That was a perfect chance to attack. There was nothing in the way of that sunken colony. The second sunken colony was not up yet. He had a chance to go in there and really do some damage to Zero. There were not a lot of Zerglings there either. He could have put half the zealots on the sunken, half the zealots on the Zerglings, and he could have owned Zero's front door, but he didn't, and I'm not sure why. Maybe he thought there were more Zerglings there, and he didn't want to lose his army, because if he did lose his army, then he'd be really screwed. I'm really curious why he didn't go in and attack there, though. There weren't a lot of Zerglings there. He could have owned it pretty bad. Ooh, that sort of Scourge kill something. Looks like a Corsair didn't quite get back in time. Anyway, Templar are out. Interesting. We've got High Templar out already as well, and the robotics facility going up, probably to just get observers at this point. Oh, okay, DT's not going to do any good. Wow! Whoa, that's Mutas. That's Mutas. I don't know if that Dark Templar saw those Mutas. He's got a lot of Mutas. He's going to follow them up with some Scourge. Yes, there's a lot of Scourge as well. If he can pin down those Corsairs and nail them with Scourge, and then follow up with the Mulisks, that could be really huge for Zero. Wow, huge. Zero putting down 2 hatcheries at that new expansion in the top middle there. Zero is just going to be having so much stuff going on. If he gets that 4th base up, it's basically over, because he's just going to be able to drone it up really fast and then produce 4 bases worth of massive amounts of units, and he's going to have so much map control with these Mutas. Now he definitely knows that those Mutas are out now. He's seen them with the Dark Templar. He's got Scourge spread out as well. Instead of forfeiting the air control to those Corsairs and trying to just go Hydras, he is going to try and take control of the air with Scourge and Muta and keep control of that air. And if he can, then he'll have complete map dominance, and Movie will have to stay back in his base. Single Scourge running around, sees that army. Single Scourge just basically trying to scout where things are. Here comes the Scourge and the Muta. The entire survival of Scourge. All the Mutalisks coming down here. If he can snipe that shuttle, that'd be huge as well. In fact, that's kind of his primary target at this point, is that shuttle. Oh, here comes the Corsairs. Where the Mutas are spaced out. I like that. He's got the Mutas spaced out so that they're not going to get hit by the Corsairs as much, especially with the +1 weapons upgrade on the Scourge. Here comes the Corsairs. He sees him with his Overlord. He's chasing it in. Oh my gosh, all kinds of Scourge coming in, and the splash damage. Psystorm going off on the Mutas. Beautiful move though, but he doesn't land all the Scourge. More coming in. He takes out a few of the Corsairs, but not enough. Then High Templar storming as well, not doing quite as much damage as it could on those drones. Zero does manage to get most of the drones out, and he loses. Oh, he's gonna get that last. No, Corsair almost dead, but kills off looked like five Corsairs in the course of that battle, but losing lots of Scourge and some Muta, and oh my god, Zero is such a genius. And yes, I am a little bit biased, but that was just beautiful. That was gorgeous to behold, watching those Scourge come in with their magic box, so they were all spread out, so the splash damage didn't hit them from the Corsairs, so several of them could land. Same with the Mutas. Very nice move by Movie, coming in with the High Templar as well and storming those Mutas actually while they were trying to hit the Corsairs while being spread out. So that was a nice move, but that was just beautiful. That could have gone way worse for Zero. Anyway, a little bit of a storm drop there, not really succeeding. He gets a few drones, as a consolation prize. Might as well. There's the observatory going up now, so he actually, I guess, just got that robotics facility for the shuttle, so he could move around. And does he have a High Templar in that shuttle still? He may. Or he might have a Dark Templar also. The Corsair is going in. Oh no! Run, drones! Oh, only 3 drones going down that storm. Does he have another storm in him? No, he doesn't. So the Movie's just gonna have to retreat with that, but doing pretty decent damage with this harassment. He's only lost 5 Corsairs, and he's lost some Templar, but still doing a pretty good job. His shuttle's still alive and everything, so he's doing a really good job now. Zero though, switching right over into Hydras. I mean, he had his chance to try and take the air. It didn't work. Instead of spending too much money on trying to make more Scourge and that kind of thing, instead he's just going to go for ground stuff. And wouldn't be surprised if he actually switched back to Mutas after a little bit. Ooh, Hydra's picking that off, and Movie is not happy about that at all. But look at this army, entirely. Oh man, if he gets out some Scourge and some more Mutas, actually, it could be a really good tech switch to make, because there is all Templar and Zealots in that army, all Templar and Zealots, nothing else. And here comes the large army though, tons of Zealots coming in here. They are speed upgraded, and tons of Templar as well, getting caught in the middle. Can Zero's dodge them? He dodges pretty well, forcing several storms out of those Templar. I knew he has more Templar in the back though, but the Zealots engaging in the ramp it's not the best place for him. Here comes the Templar. Oh, if he can get a good storm off on those Hydras, there's a good, actually not the best storm. He's able to dodge out of it pretty quick. Oh, and a few Zealots did go into that next expansion, easily taken out by that Sunken Colony though, with the army separated. And now Zero, remember, I said if he gets that 4th base up, it's over. At this point, Zero is pumping massive amounts of units out of like 7 hatcheries. This is 7 hatch Hydra. We could see Sauron Zerg basically at this point, except Zero's too good. He won't just like A move, he'll actually micro. Corsairs getting hit out in the field here. He's just not even paying attention to those Corsairs anymore. I would love to see a Muta switch. Actually, it depends on if he's, never mind, he's producing Dragoons, so that's not going to be quite as effective. +2 weapons now for those Zealots, only +1 attack for the Zerg units, so he's basically, Zero's basically given up the upgrades. Well, not given up, but he's way behind in the upgrades. But he might just be able to produce